The QC chairman, yeah.
Yes, delete.
Delete.
You like deleting.
Oh,
so.
no, okay,
Go
good.
ahead, the one. Okay.
182. The tournament is not registered with in advance.
This also should be, the last sentence should be deleted, no?
Well,
Oh, no, only federation. No.
We have a
Yes, we've already
registration
said it.
procedure.
If it's not registered in advance with Sweden, it
So-
cannot be accepted for rating. And
We have.
No, but I think
No
one
title is
one
possible.
extra needs to be updated with what we have decided.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
No title is possible.
is that what we decided?
Yes, okay, well, I'll,
yes,
whether that's the
now,
exact wording, I'll put it in.
Change.
Yeah, I don't think this is good enough,
the
but,
title rating.
it's a norm, but we,
Title
okay,
and
we'll
all,
do it,
yeah.
Okay.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
yes. So what, federations submitting rating reports must submit,
All the games played.
Now, it is now possible to submit on the FIDE site the games, PGN files.
it is possible, are we really turning down norms if they don't do it?
No.
Should we?
No, this is intended to add the validity of the tournament to.
Yes, we know what the
prevent
purpose
fraud.
is. Is it
But-
going to be
No.
followed?
Of course it's
No.
Many submit now. but
It's
not
not usual
submitted.
to send PGN files. It's possible, but not necessary.
Zeman.
I like the old rule before this one was put in, which was that FIDE could request, or QC could request the games. Because that was the old one before this one was put in.
When?
I thought,
How many years ago?
I thought it was at the in
Before
Dresden.
Irish Dawn.
No, I think that was this was changed in Dresden.
I think we have moved forward.
No.
So maybe the
No.
next step forward is,
Much
no,
earlier.
must be in electronic form.
It is.
Well, of course, you don't have this paper.
Nowadays in electronic form.
Oh,
On
right, yes,
paper.
okay,
Not on
so,
paper.
so we can get rid of that.
Not the whole
No.
thing. No.
Well, oh, no, that is saying how they must be submitted. We've left in the part that they must be submitted.
And is it available?
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
what's the report, Neil?
The tournament report.
What tournament report?
Oh, no, I think this is saying the games must, yes, you've got to send in the report, and we'd like you to send in the games with the report.
What's the report?
The rating
What does
report.
that mean?
The rating
report
report
you
you
submit
submit an FRS.
We don't have a rating report, we only have a TIF file.
That's what we submit.
I'm right, I don't know what it means.
Well, okay, I think it's what I send when I click the button.
Just
We want
general,
tournament reports.
just general on this. Is this ready for title tournaments or is this for rating tournaments?
This is,
Title.
No, I'm just meaning.
The same. It's the same.
Alright, 1.84. Tournament reports. You're happy with this?
It is.
Yeah,
Okay, put at the word tournament reports.
but not the games. Games may be should be available on demand.
On request by the QC.
It says here they must submit all games.
but only if they're available.
There's a lot of big
No,
lists
they
of
must be available on
Yes.
on
They don't put them all
request.
in.
Shall submit.
Okay, wording to be decided, but we know what we want.
Should be able to submit all the games played if requested by the QC.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, that's,
Yeah, okay.
we'll move on, that's a mnemonic. Right, the application procedure.
If available. The word, if available.
No, it must be available.
Must be available.
Grandmaster tournament result must be
This
available.
is below that.
Yes, I think we understand what we mean.
Yes.
You do? Wow.
It means that if we ask for the games, they jolly well better show them or they don't get their norms. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Theoretically. Now, registered titles. Vladimir, is this how it works?
I mean, we have a list of potential title holders for the Federation and rating server, but we do not have the list of potential title holders who achieved the result within the tournament. This is what we miss. I mean, we don't have this list.
Do you realise this includes direct titles? And if you, in the World Under 8, you've just said you need all the games. I don't believe it.
That's a very good point.
Yes.
You know that practically it does not work this way.
Yeah, it works twice a day.
We request the file prepared by the chief arbiter for registered titles, and then we ask the federations if we confirm it, and then we ask the federations if they accept the charges.
Yes.
This is how this works.
So can we put all that and give it to Nick? All right.
And there is a good point here about these low-level titles. Do we have the right to say to the African Under-8s, show us the games? I think we do, if they want FIDE titles.
Come on.
But we won't ask it from Africa.
Last point.
You shouldn't have been racist. I just said under 8.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I was saying continental.
185.
Hungarian tournaments, maybe?
185?
If requested by QC, should be the verdict.
Oh, so the answer is yes, we do have the
Yeah.
right to them.
Yes, of course.
How interesting.
Okay. I'm sorry, what is a registered title?
It's a winner.
The automatic title.
Yes.
The automatic
Yeah,
title.
yes.
I think that's
Direct title.
2300.
123.
2300. You can be an FF.
So
Direct title,
Nick,
I
you
mean.
can put
Direct titles.
direct titles under rule 1.23, something like this.
133.
See, yeah, no. So this is a direct title, but also FIDE master are registered titles.
Okay.
I think they are the registered
Yes.
titles.
Register and direct title.
Okay,
And
registered
the
and direct.
CM.
Registered titles defined in this. Registered title is defined in this. This is the procedure.
Yeah.
And-
But currently this is...
Registered titles, you don't have to have all the games.
Suggest the.
Register
suggest
and
the
direct title, okay.
Could you have had all my games?
Not the organizer.
No.
The
Okay,
federation
one-
sends.
192,
The
I
chief
think,
arbiter.
is not
There wasn't
Um,
registered title.
in
That's,
tour-
that's repetitive.
Tournaments where GM results are possible must be publicly open. I don't think we checked that.
If we check that, there will be no Grandmaster title in Istanbul.
No.
No, we need the money, that's no good.
Why?
This, the federation sends the results to FIDE office.
Yeah.
If I held a GM norm tournament in my home, which would be possible, and then said the public couldn't come into it, that would be falling foul of that rule.
Yes.
Even if I put all the games on the website, am I correct?
Yes.
What if you charge them £50 entry?
It's to allow.
That's true.
Yes.
We had a reason to create this rule. It was the Romanian case with Rizal,
Yes.
where all the games were not public, only in his office or in
So
his
I've given the
hotel or anything like this. And we didn't find any game, we didn't find any move,
Oh,
and then this rule was included.
Yeah.
and it's a nice rule, but can we enforce it?
Would you
If you
accept-
put in a rule, you want to enforce it, you have to enforce. Then you
No, no.
enforce it.
It
If
means
you don't
what
want to
it
put this
means-
rule, then you cannot enforce
What,
it.
what it means is that if
you
later
cannot-
on they apply, you see,
Yeah.
use this tournament to apply for a norm, and it's found that it was secret, then it's not valid norm.
Okay, no valid, it's not valid.
Yeah, so
do
he
you
makes it-
regard
We don't deal with the application.
do you regard games which are on the internet as making them publicly open?
Yes. Hold on a second.
I've asked you a question.
I was going to say yes. So it's
And I don't
interesting,
know,
yes.
so
Yes.
Please, how to enforce this one which is already valid? If I cannot find the games from a tournament that gave a GM North, we must request for them to see them. I won't request it from the Plovdiv tournament, which was never sent to FIDE, but I may request it from other tournaments, if it's not available in any public database, even ChessBase or whatever. Do we have the right conditional info, give us the PGN?
I think when it is in the rule, all right, then QC or FIDE has the right to enforce. This is what I'm saying. If you remove this, then you lose that right.
You are right. If it is in the rule, if an open tournament with 300 players, you have 2,700, 1,300 games, and there's a grandmaster now. We don't. The organizer does not have all the norms of the grandmaster, and all the games of the grandmaster, because we collect some games, and we publish some games, but not all, and we do not know who is the grandmaster norm after that. So.
You have a problem with this, Sila.
We already have, in one of the other sections where it says the QC can ask for the games. We already have that. Here, we don't need this, and I don't think it's also enforceable, or you can find out about it, but think of the scenario where the event is held in a private club. Members of that club can actually go in and watch the games, but the general public can't go in and watch it. Like a Marshall Chess Club or something like that. That's why I don't think it's enforceable or it's a good idea. We already have it in the rules to say QC asks for it, you have to provide it, or it's not valid. You already have that.
It's usually thrown to the wastebasket after they record to a database.
That is because these rules have been there for a long time, and we have never instant to demand for this.
One woman player, very pretty, was given draws by grandmasters in Italy.
Yeah.
And Boris Kutin asked for the games and things.
They said you need a video.
And
So I would say retain this so that you can demand. If you don't, if you take this out, then you are.
No, you might change it from must be publicly open. But
Sure.
can we finalise
Show
this?
as like show
We haven't got to 7 o'clock.
um,
No, 5 o'clock. We had
and the very last line, I've just made a change. It said after the tournament all the games have to be available. I assume the meaning of that is the score sheets, or am I wrong?
No,
The moves.
people throw the score sheets away.
So what is a game if it's...
Digital file.
The game, Ruben,
The moves played.
All the games.
All the games.
digital nowadays.
The move you're playing. Okay.
Games in any form.
I actually didn't know. That's why I asked.
Not the moves, the games.
All the moves played. Yes.
No, the games.
I don't
See,
know.
the prevailing sentence after the tournament, all the games have to be available to be checked. It's okay. Yes. Right, I know.
Oh, so, okay, games.
Undeleted.
What about this last page?
Right, these are just some comments hanging over, and to make sure we've covered them all. Sorry, here we go. Laws to be followed is dealt with.
A very major issue.
Not so major.
Yes, we haven't done this one.
1.13.
FM's 2300, can it be a rating gained during the period?
Or during the tournament.
Well, that's what I mean, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Given games are rated individually.
Well, I'm going to propose only if they have published ratings.
What is practice now?
Practice now is if they achieve even within the tournament, they are awarded. And the second is very, I would say, tricky issue is when sometimes tournament from March is rated for July. And if we take July ratings and put it for the calculations, he will go up. But if we take March ratings, it will not go up. So in his calculations, this rating does not appear. But when Federation sees and says, in July he has some more, and if we plus this, I mean, we don't use actual rating for March, but we use July rating. And even in this case, title is awarded. This I doubt very much because this is not cannot be checked by calculations. In calculations, he has March rating.
Yeah.
But this was the practice which was Miko said before, and we practice still now. Still, there are some, I think, even federations which are here also asked recently for such cases. Walter, I think, was. So, I think for mid, for rating achieved within tournament, it's okay. But when you cannot check these calculations immediately, for people, it's very difficult to understand. And this cannot be proved.
Let him finish.
Okay, so
No, this is what I want to say. Just the common practice now. We award in any case possible. I mean, we just try to put it to bring as many situations possible, and we do not reject any application in case it is support can be proved by some calculations.
Should we not ask for the proof and see if they are willing to go to the effort?
No, it's just I mean, application applies. We check, and if it's okay, and it can be seen on the website. We
Okay.
So what is your...
FM based on rating is done only by a list. It's only Vladimir. If Vladimir is satisfied with the current procedure, then there's no reason to change it. It's for FM only. It's not for a higher title.
Well, FMs affect GMs, remember?
What is FM?
Because
An
it's for
FM
part of the title
An FM
opponent.
can affect a GM
Yes, of
application,
course.
so it's not trivial.
It's not trivial.
I tend to say only a CM, but not only an FM.
Yeah, yeah.